everybody. Shannon here. Our guest this week, we had to reschedule for a little bit later in the week. He's in the trades, and if you know anything about the real estate industry or the trades in general, um, it can be unpredictable. So he got stuck at a job a little bit longer than he'd anticipated, and then had to become dad and do the family thing. So obviously we give him grace, and we got him scheduled for a couple of days from now, uh, and hopefully the same thing won't happen to me or him again. I mean, you can't complain when you have to reschedule because business is so good. So good for him, uh, but it gives me the opportunity to jump on here and just do a quick solo podcast to tell everybody thank you. Uh, I've watched my own podcast a time or two. Decided that I, still hate my voice on on uh, on audio, but that's who I am. So we're going to go with it. Uh, Very thankful and couldn't be happier with the analytics that I haven't checked them in a couple days. The first few days I was like a kid in a candy store, hitting refresh to see, oh, I got one more viewer, one more listener. So that's been awesome. Thank you to everybody that's tuned in. But I did want to jump on and just give you a little background on myself in case you don't know. If you don't know me, if you're just finding this podcast through other means other than me passing it around and uploading it to all my social and stuff like that. My name is Shannon Gatewood. I am the owner of Gatewood Superior Inspections, a home inspection company in the San Antonio area. I retired from the Air Force in 2017, right at 20 years. So I took off my military uniform and put on a home inspection uniform and got to work building this company. So I've been going at it for, going on 6 years. It'll be 6 years in July. So right at 5.5 years. I love this job. It brings me new adventures pretty much every day. You see something a little bit different, and that's what I like about it. I did something similar in the Air Force. I was in the Civil Engineer Squadron. I was a structures troop, for those of you that are military affiliated, 3E3. 3E3 for life. Shout out to Twan and the carriers of the torch that did a lot to increase the pride of structures troops. So thank you. A little off topic there, but that's all right. Yeah, so I retired from the Air Force, started this company, and I've enjoyed nearly every minute of it. Have a strong construction background, not only in the Air Force, but growing up around construction and stuff like that. The good thing about my last job in the Air Force was that I did a little bit of everything. You didn't, we always told people you didn't have a union card, so you did what you needed to do on that particular day when we were doing interior renovations. So, today it may be me and 4 or 5 other guys putting up walls, and then for the next week, they need help running the electrical, running the plumbing, running the HVAC. So it gave me a real sense of an introduction to pretty much every trade that has to do with construction. So very thankful for that experience, and I think it helped me a lot in my transition to doing home inspections. Um, I tell people it wasn't I can't say it was an easy transition because there's a lot of differences between the way we do things in the military, which would be more commercial, and the way residential homes are built. But in a lot of aspects, electrical is electrical, plumbing is plumbing, structural is really structural. The big difference there is we did a lot of metal framing and stuff like that, whereas home inspections and residential is obviously going to be wood frame. uh, but you still, studs every 16, et cetera, et cetera. Uh, so good transition. Met a lot of great people, uh, and I still enjoy this job. What we have coming up on the podcast, uh, we're really focusing on some of the trades and some of the outliers of the real estate industry, the people that you didn't know you needed. Uh, I'm trying to coordinate to do one of my favorite insurance professionals. Uh, she came from the mortgage industry and was very successful in that, and liked a challenge to herself. So she went out and started her own insurance agency. I have hopefully we'll get our transaction coordinator on here pretty soon for all the real estate agents out there that do not use a transaction coordinator to help you get through your transactions and to take a huge load off of your responsibilities. Uh, she is super professional. Used to be a real estate agent here in the San Antonio area for one of the top teams. Um, and then her husband's military, so they had to skedaddle from San Antonio, and she started her own transaction coordination company, and has grown it to, I don't even know the scale of it yet. We haven't gotten into that far, but I've known her for, let's see, since 2015. So known her for about 8 years now. She actually helped us buy and sell one of our previous homes. Just great girl, or a great lady. Sorry, uh, and I look forward to that one. Uh, like I said, this week tonight was supposed to be uh, a guy in the trades on the plumbing side that has an amazing product. I've watched videos and followed his Facebook. I've known him. He used to be an inspector, uh, and I've known him for a couple years. Uh, and he started this company with a buddy of his, doing pipe relining, and literally saving thousands of dollars on repairs for homeowners and those that need plumbing line repairs, your sewer line repairs. Uh, it's an outstanding, amazing technology, and I can't wait to get into it with him because I don't quite understand all of it, but just what I do know of it is, I mean, it's some pretty cool stuff. Uh, I've got my buddies Rusty and Dusty. We're gonna we're gonna figure out a time when the three of us can jump on, and if you listen to the last podcast when I was talking with Buck, I want to make that into like a recurring segment every now and then, of every quarter or so we get on, and just if you could read the stuff we talk about in our Facebook chat. We're a bunch of idiots, and it's great. I love it. We laugh at each other and make fun of each other. But two super smart guys, home inspectors here in San Antonio. We refer each other work all the time because hopefully we all continue to stay as busy as we have been, and can continue to have to turn work away. As much as we hate to do that, that's a good sign of a good busy company that we're pulling in those referrals and people keep calling. So that's great. But I want to get on with them. We'll do a little three-way podcast here, three-way video, and just BS about the industry, the stuff we see in San Antonio, um, just whatever pops up. Just that's going to be probably just more humor than anything. A good stress relief for all the three of us. So that should be good. But I don't want to stay on here too long. Uh, I've probably already went over the limit that people even want to hear me talk solo. So I just thank you again for tuning in, for making this podcast successful, and I can't wait to see where this thing goes. I'm having a lot of fun with it and editing the videos and stuff. So I hope y'all are doing well. Staying safe, staying warm wherever you're at, staying cool if that's your thing. Uh, just like in your 7th grade yearbook, you all stay cool. And we'll catch you all later. All rights to this production are the sole property of me, Shannon Gatewood. So keep your grubby hands off, muchacho.